I'm Salona Carlisle, and this is another edition of the Everyday Bliss for the Modern Woman weekly transmissions, created for the woman who is wildly devoted to choosing herself and living her desired life now instead of waiting until later. Sometimes allowing yourself to be exactly where you are and fall more deeply in love with it is the hardest thing to do. It can feel that way, at least. It can actually feel so much harder than all of the striving towards and fantasizing about that someday when idealized future you dream of and imagine that you will feel so much happier in. This can simply be another way that we leave without leaving and habituate ourselves to missing out on the lives we are living. The truth is that finding deeper presence and a greater capacity to receive from exactly where you are is the very portal into all of the fulfillment that you desire. When you make being present to the moment and finding even more to love in it your new obsession, rather than being in such a rush to get away from it, then every moment gets to be your happily ever after. But only you can make it so. The only reason you're ever in a rush to get away from where you are and hurry up to arrive somewhere else is because you haven't yet discovered how to feel the way you want to feel here. When you're willing to simply be present with yourself, regardless of what's going on, there is so much pleasure and satisfaction that becomes available to be felt. When you stop searching for this moment to feel better and instead begin to meet it more deeply just as it is, you're no longer waiting for or anticipating pleasure to come through something or someone else, which allows it to exist and be revealed in what is now. And this is what I love about the work that I do, and what I love teaching my clients so they can finally let go of the chase that has been stealing their joy for so much of their lives. Otherwise, you can create the perfect conditions that match all your desires and you can achieve all the success in the world. But if you haven't cultivated the capacity to access pleasure, to access aliveness and satisfaction and delight and happiness now, you will completely miss the point and risk feeling an indescribable emptiness no matter how much you do and how much you get, how much you accomplish or acquire. This is why the most powerful work you can do is the work of learning how to fall in love with yourself and your life without needing things to change. The transformation and everything you desire starts with this foundation of love, of radical acceptance, and of deep embodied presence. This is what will allow you to experience a whole new reality and a whole new way of being, while also creating different outcomes than you ever have before. It starts with deciding that the life you crave does not have to wait on circumstances to change outside of you. Thank you so much for listening. If you'd like to learn more and receive my free ecstatic feminine embodiment meditation, go to salonacarlisle.com. I offer a variety of ways into this work, so if you know you want to dive deeper into living more everyday bliss and becoming that woman who is wildly devoted to living her desired life now instead of later, you can also request a free consult at salonacarlisle.com/discover. And together we can find the perfect way into this work for you.